Any thoughts, Mikey Garcia, Errol Spence? What do you like about him?
Errol take his craft serious, man. He don't play no games when it comes to this sport, and that's something I consider. Been around, he been taking his craft serious since the Olympics, man. Mikey is definitely a tough opponent, but I think Errol got something in him, man. People ain't really seeing. He gonna showcase his skills.
You know what, man? It's a great fight for boxing alone because, like you said again, Spence is the boogeyman. And a lot of guys talking about they want to fight the best. But who's really stepping up to fight the best? So, I mean, you got to give credit to Mikey Garcia, man. I mean, do I think Mikey Garcia is going to take it? You know, I can't say that, man. You know, but it's a tough challenge. But hey, man, I'm glad that he's stepping up to the plate.
Mikey can definitely pull that off for sure.
Why do you say that?
I think he knows how to generate his power well with his size, his compact, very good boxing IQ, beyond good.
A lot of people tell me Spence is too big and too powerful. What do you say about that?
I feel like Mikey has the IQ to handle big and powerful, and tough. You know, Mikey could definitely win this boxing match. It's a boxing match.
Good stuff.
You know, I like Errol Spence. I gotta support my fighter, but Mikey, he's sneaky. Mikey's a really sneaky fighter, and you gotta be careful because you see what he did at Easter. You see what he did to my idol Brunner, so you just gotta be careful sometimes.
Mikey Garcia beat Errol Spence.
Man, this boxing, anything goes. Anything goes, but I give the upper hand to Spence because he's bigger. Yeah, you got a guy who's naturally bigger. I'm gonna use my weight.
Yeah.
But you never know. It's boxing. It's gonna be a good fight, but I give it to Spence.
I feel like Mikey Garcia actually can pull the upset off, and here's why. He's not afraid to move up in weight. He's gone up against bigger opposition in sparring. Everyone hands down he's beat. I mean, it's not really been a question of whether or not the size or the weight difference is a question for him. I think if he just utilizes his jab, stays on the counterpunching, which is really good. People don't realize how good of a counterpuncher Mikey Garcia really is. So it's going to be a chess match early. I think down the stretch, Mikey Garcia is going to wear him down to the body, and I think he's going to win it.
Mikey Garcia, Errol Spence. Can he? How would that break down?
I'm gonna go with Errol Spence for sure. The bigger, stronger fighter. Taking nothing away from Mikey. He obviously believes in himself. He believes he has some, and what they say, they got some secret. You know what I mean? They figured something out. But you know, hopefully it's a great fight. You know, Mikey's a great champion. Errol's a great champion. You know, if I had to put money on it, I'd put my money on Errol Spence. If I didn't have to put my money on it, I'm putting it on Spence. But it's building as a great fight, man.
What you have is a classic battle of a great small man and a great big man, right? Now, they're both very, very, very skillful. I believe Mikey Garcia is just a tad bit more skillful, though, in that area.
Yeah.
Because of Errol Spence's size and the fact that he does have really, really, really good fundamentals and they're really sound, I'm going to give the edge to Spence myself in a close fight. And I think it's going on too.
Yeah, my opinion on Spence versus Garcia, well, they're both really talented, and well, what I think is Spence, he's more of a technical fighter, so I mean, I'm gonna have to go with Spence.
Errol Spence, Mikey Garcia.
That's kind of a tricky one. It really is, because you got Errol Spence. He been in there with like a couple of the greats, like for example, Kell Brook. Now he know how it feels to get punched. Mikey Garcia don't. So Mikey Garcia don't know what he got coming. He never experienced anything like it, you know. Me personally, I'm gonna have to go with Spence. I'm gonna have to go with Spence, you know, because Spence been through it all. You know, Spence been in the game longer than Mikey. I feel like Mikey's rushing. Mikey don't know what he got coming, you know. So all I can do is give him props for what he's stepping up to do, because other boxers not. For example, what's the boy name? Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman won't fight Spence, but Mikey will, and Mikey way smaller. So I give props to Mikey for example. But you know, I give it all to Spence. I gotta give it to my brother, you know.
Personal favorite, I gotta say Mikey Garcia. I like both of them though. Nothing against any of those guys.
Who do you think will win though?
Who do I think will win?
in my heart, I want Mikey to win, but I think Spence just has too big of a size advantage, and he's an incredible boxer as well. I don't know though, because I've seen the way that Mikey Garcia dealt with Robert Easter. I know he doesn't have the same mass on him, but he has kind of that same frame, the reach and everything, and he handled that pretty well. So I know he can box a guy with reach, but we'll see what happens if he can deal with that.
Who do you think's gonna win, Mikey Garcia or Errol Spence?
Good question. I think Errol Spence is too big for Mikey Garcia. They are very good boxers, Mikey and Errol, but yeah, Errol is too heavy.
Spence got that one. Spence got that one. But Mikey gonna give his ass a hell of a fight. Believe that.
You watching that?
Yes, of course. I think that Mikey has a real chance because in the press conference the other day, his chest and shoulders look just as big as Spence. The only difference is really the height and the reach. He looked more confident than Spence. I don't think Spence is as focused as Mikey. But then again, you know, Spence has that power, you know, undefeated, young, hungry, you know, he was coming to win no matter what, training hard. So I think it's going to be a close fight, late round stoppage for either